is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fishing con Velazquez. The elf from Tackle Warehouse just came and dropped off a package for us. But before we get to that, we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Hopefully you have a good time with your family. And hopefully 2024 is filled with big catches. One of the happiest moments for anglers. So we picked up some Duckett BD Sculpto Extra Deep Diver crankbaits. Could not pass up the opportunity. Never used them, but let's take one out. From what I read, this is very similar to a crankbait that I like using and I have a lot of confidence in. Similar to the 6XD. I do notice that the body is much smaller than a 6XD, but the bill is quite a bit larger. The paint job is amazing. I like this paint job way better than the paint jobs on the 6XDs. According to the data on this box, it dives up to 15 feet. However, this bill looks like it will dive way lower. But I'll tell you why I got this and I wanted to give it a try. Not only was it cheap, I think they were like $2.99, but take a look at that bill. Look how thin that is. That means that it should, in theory, have a very tight wobbling action, which is perfect for fishing right now. I got a few more of those. I got another one here in Sexy Shad with some chartreuse at the bottom. I got one in a crawl pattern with some chartreuse at the bottom. Look at those beautiful color schemes. I got a shad colored one. Man, those are some beautiful glaring colors. I could only imagine what it's gonna look like underwater. Another one similar to the one I just showed you out of the box earlier. And lastly, a fire crawl pattern. Oh man, look at that. All right, let's put those aside. Also took advantage on the sale they had us on spinner baits. This is a Trophy Bass Company spinner baits. Never used them. They look similar to the Screaming Eagle that I used from War Eagle. And that's why I picked up a couple. White and chartreuse. White, chartreuse, and a little bit of blue there. We'll see how the bass like them here in the Central Valley. Oh, another spinner bait. All in white, willow blades. Also, I had to pick up a couple of 6XDs. These are the tried and true. This is what I have confidence in year round. Picked up two of those in my favorite color, Gizzard Shad. I also snagged a couple of blade baits when I was at the lake the other time, so I picked up a few Demickey Vaults. These are the ones that I like using. One is in Crystal Shad and the other one's in Hollow Rio Shad. Also, I wanted to try out a new bait that I've never tried out. These are the mini baits of glory from Shane's Baits. I've heard awesome things about these finesse A-rigs. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them, so I didn't want to buy lots of them. So I bought one just to try it out, and then if I like it, I'll purchase more. But definitely like the size of it. We'll see how it works out on the water. And lastly, guys, this is more of an investment. This is the Lose Lure Knocker or Lure Retriever. I'm tired of losing crankbaits. Each of these 6XDs, I believe they're like $6.49, $6.99 each. These Demickey is the same thing. They're somewhere around the line of $6-7. And with this, hopefully we can retrieve every single one of those that get stuck and never have to buy more crankbaits again. Hopefully I won't get this stuck and lose the lure and my retriever. The last two items are in this rod tube right here. St. Croix had a sale on the Bass X rods that were discontinued. They had them for 50 to 60% off. I picked up this 710 heavy swim bait rod, and what jumps out at me the most is how lightweight this rod is. When I compare it to similar rods that I've had in the past of other brands, this one definitely takes the cake for the lightest swimbait rod. It has a pretty soft tip, big handle, big grip. I can tell without fishing it that it's going to be very comfortable to throw my A-rig around, because that's what I bought it for, to throw some light A-rigs with 1/8 ounce heads and maybe up to 3/8 ounce heads at the aqueduct when the flow is running pretty fast. Lastly, I needed a rod that can throw my 2.8 and 3.3 Kitech swim baits, so I picked up this Bass X 7-1 medium fast action. Even if it's a fast action, the tip seems very flimsy, almost moderate fast, I would say. Hopefully it'll help me work my weightless flukes once the spring starts coming around. I do like the combination of cork with the foam handles. It is super lightweight as well. Let's see if this can become one of my favorite rods this upcoming year.
Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas.